I should have known by the time that Gender had decided to leave his escape that this would be something that, like a snowball, continued to descend down the mountain, causing an avalanche. I should have known that when starting this journey, like a snowball, when you throw it from the top of a mountain, becomes an avalanche. So that the villagers know that all this was started by one person. And that too, one person can cause all this chaos. They told me that it shouldn't be have done. This is too difficult an experiment, too difficult a journey that one mustn't foray into. But yet, the provocativeness, or dare I say it, the sex appeal of reaching outside your lines was way too tempting at first. Afterwards, becoming a chronic condition. But the stars to know that what does it matter on this world? Billions of other worlds out there where potentially that you can be queen. Dare I say it, deified. But I tell you, all I want is be able to just use the stall of my choice. Write my number in this box. That way that whenever anyone sits in a seat, they know to call me. Zagella means to have faith in non-binary. I've already started being asked about where I can take this. What's the end results of my goals, of my experiments? Well, I tell you one thing though, not bloody nowhere. We are here from the start, and we're gonna be here when we end. You know, it almost feels like a war of some sorts. A gender war. Where one side of the masses is pulling to keep us ingrained in wearing their pantsuits and their ties, and they choke us with it. You know, I haven't felt my carotid artery in ages. The only thing that a plunging neckline can really do for you, in fact, really. My dear, my ankles and those poor wingtips, please. Give me high heels any day. You know, I really don't understand what women are complaining about. These high heels are amazing. You try walking the store in wingtips and a star suit. At least your blouse is silk. And on summer days, you can feel the air on your legs. I don't reckon it's easier for trans men as well. Being forced to wear those very high heels, which admittedly do hurt my feet. Being touched on the arse by patrons who won't tip well. And all the while, you want to tell that Zucker that I will kick your ass. Yeah. I hear it. I hear it all the time. You see, that is the essence of my experiment. To create a world where none of this is important. Where the bars of our constraints can be removed. Not one snip at the time, but wholeheartedly. Unlock the prisons? Never. So they can be used as prisons again? No. I want to burn the prisons down. And sure, it won't go without a fight. Freedom, if it's worth fighting for, never does. My dear child, I'm as American as the next patriot. And being American has taught me that if you want your freedoms, like such as taxation without representation, then you must be a representation unto Thon's self. Strictly speaking, of course. Like a cruel whip, like a 2x4 upon the back, like an assault, varied in its million possibilities. Your gender must be respected. We're all too valuable a piece of society, you see. From the clothing, from the style choices, to the arts, to the computers, all there into bits of incremental society. Politicians, lawyers as well, and judges under those silk robes. Who needs what else? Give me fancy uniforms any day. You see, everywhere is a potential gender Zucker ready to take the place of the hierarchy and ensure a world that only the best and the brightest of individuals are there to make it a safe, inclusive world. Frightening, isn't it? A safe and inclusive world. Safe for who? Inclusive for who?
Welcome to the box.
The closet? Your casket? Whatever you want to call it. It's so constrained in its tight places. Nowhere to go. Not up or down or left or right. It's tight, isn't it? Forcing you inside to want to squeeze out and get to somewhere. Shoot, I'll take nowhere. Give me something, anything to get out. of this box that we are trapped in. Or if you prefer the words closet, prefer the words casket, anything what have you that will get you out. Anything, be it death or liberty, to get out, free yourself from the oasis of the box. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, if I decorate this box up nice and neat, are you telling me that I cannot make this box something to be looked at, something to want to be advantageous? Put up for real estate, maybe? I don't know. Here we have this plexiglass thing, bulletproof. Trust me, I've tried. And I couldn't get out, couldn't break it. It must be imaginary, really. Dusty, in fact. Been here for a long time. Repeat all the boxes out there. Shoot, we all look at each other like, hey, what are you going for Christmas? Nothing, just spending time in my box. Oh, jeez. You know, there's quite something to that, really. What if I just decorate my box to really be smashing? Really, a nice potted plant here, some lipstick stains on the walls. Oh, who knows? A pretty pink rug. I don't know, something to make my box really beautiful. I mean, because if I'm gonna be in here, trapped in here for a few, who knows? Feels like a millennia. I can't even tell what time it is. They don't even let the light in. This is a crack that I drew on the wall. It's quite irregular, really. The dimensions of the space is not even, it's like a cubicle, in fact, with just one imaginary door ready there to, like, hey, if I go and leave, then shoot, I might die. I might not be able to make it there. Who knows? Can I even make it to the afterlife? Jeez, you know what I suppose? I propose that maybe this box is just the afterlife. Maybe it is what it is. And all we do is just decorate it up nice and neat until we're ready to leave this box. It does feel shaped like a casket, really. Casket you can paste in? A tombstone. Only for the royalties? My gosh, are we Egyptian now? Really? Isn't that magnificent? Our bodies preserved to be sent in the gender that we want. Then my dear Tut, please send me the toilet paper so I can wrap my body in the curves that I desire. So I could tuck away all meanings of oppression, if you know what I mean. Gosh, golly, by wow. This box, it might be the best thing that's ever happened to my life. Who knows? Who needs what's out there? All that's out there is just the hate and oppression, but in here, inside this box, is love. No matter what. Although, sometimes I do seem to hate myself for just being in there. It is a door just there, isn't it? The hinges off the casket. The armed guards at the exit, my tombstone. Gender Zuck. Zuck. Oh, I don't know. Seems like far too often I found myself trapped under the guise of misinformation, power constructs, societal oppression. It's quite traumatic, really. One could say that all of this is in fact just a ploy to prevent us from being our true selves. Because once you become your true selves, you realize that there was really nothing at all. When we cease to exist, I reckon that we'll choose to exist tenfold. That our existence will be, might I say, magnanimous, monumentous, magnificent, a monstrosity to be slayed by the villagers. Oh yes, the monster we must become. Oh my dear, the science behind it is truly outstanding. Geneticists, theorists, you should really come. I think you'll find it a beautiful oasis of the colors you choose to fly so well. We stood there together, raising that pink, blue, and white flag up, oh, as high as we can get it. We weren't strangers. It was like we knew each other all along. So assemble, monsters. For there is truly one way but to survive.